Okay, I believe we're up now. The game just started too, so that's good. But I think we're going. Let me make sure everything's up and running. But I think we're good. I think we're up. Bear with me, guys. Game just started. I had some technical difficulties on my end. Okay, I think we're up. So stream just started. I believe it's going. Cardinals have 2nd and 2. Kyler goes left and it's caught. Caught by Trey McBride, and that's a first down for the Cardinals.
The Texans have a big decision.
We are live. Let's go. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 41. Kyler Murray is going to hand it off left. He's immediately met in the backfield, and he jukes in and gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. That's first down for the Cardinals. Ooh. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so I think we're good. Sorry if anyone was watching. I had to get some technical difficulties figured out, but it's 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. They're going to draw, and Kyler Murray keeps it. Good tackle, though. Be about 3rd and 7 for the Cardinals here. Yeah, good defense there by the Seahawks. Haven't really watched much of the Seahawks or the Cardinals this season so far, so I was looking forward to doing this game. It's going to be 3rd and 7 at their own 44. Looks like Seahawks are showing pressure. Murray in shotgun. He has help, and they are bringing the pressure. Murray scrambles right. He's going to throw deep. It's underthrown and almost caught. And Marco Golden had to run back to it. It was underthrown by Murray, and he almost got to it, but it is incomplete. 4th and 7. The Cardinals are going to punt it. They brought up everyone. So it was a little disguised. They showed a lot of guys on the line. They did bring everyone that they brought up, but on the left side, they kind of went out. So it wasn't as bad as it would have seemed, but an exotic pressure right there by the Seahawks, and it forced the Cardinals. Fair catch at around the 13. Seahawks, decent field position, and is going to commercial. So I believe right now the Seahawks are 2-1 and Cardinals are 2-1. I know the Cardinals' offense has been struggling, I believe. I saw in the pregame they're saying that the Cardinals, how their offense has been struggling, and they're like they only scored 15 points last week, and it's like, bruh, I wish the Texans would score 15 points in a game. It is what it is, though, you know. During breaks, or during commercials, I should say, I'm going to try to stay engaged, especially if I get people in here watching the game. I would definitely try to stay engaged. But, ooh. But if I don't see really anyone, I'm gonna be working on other stuff too. But please let me know down in chat if you are here, if you're here to watch the stream. I definitely appreciate you here if you are. Three, that'd be four. I forgot Sam Darnold was even on the Seahawks. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, so from this stream, I was looking forward to this stream. One, because it's football, and I haven't done an NFL stream yet. This is my third stream total. My first stream I did was the Oregon Ducks versus, was it Northwestern? I don't remember. It was Northwestern or someone else. And then I did a stream a couple of days ago. It was the Astros and Athletics. That stream, I really didn't enjoy. I'm not a huge baseball fan. Turns out the Astros might not even make the playoffs now, I've realized, which sucks. But I'm glad I'm able to do an NFL stream. It's my first one. I'm a Texan fan. I'm not a Cardinal fan. I'm not a Seahawks fan. If I had to choose who I want in this game, I really don't care. I'm kind of being just the neutral commentator here. So Seahawks have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 9. Sam Darnold sweeps it. Kenneth Walker, and he is completely swallowed in the backfield. Gain of nothing. It looks like he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. I do like these Cardinals uniforms. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they're not bad. I think people were hating on them when they first came out, but I actually like them. So here we go. 4 receivers set here. Sam Darnold, it's going to be a screen that way. Kenneth Walker gets the screen, and he has room. It's a gain of 20, 25, and he's rushed out of bounds. Good play by the Seahawks. They put 4 receivers out there, and the Cardinals just didn't put enough people out there to... Yeah, you got 3 blockers, and the Cardinals just did not put enough men on him, and it's a good game of about 20. Good play by the Seahawks to start this game. So I realized that the scoreboard is ahead. It's going to be sweep pass to the right. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he gets about 1. That was well covered by the Cardinals. Who is the Seahawks coach? I forget. They're showing him right now. I don't know who this... Oh, this is the offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak. Bro, I wanted the Texans to get Clint Kubiak. We got freaking Nick Haley, because he was all buddies with Nick Caserio in New England. But, bro, I wanted Clint Kubiak. He was one of the guys I wanted. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Kenneth Walker is met in the backfield. He spins off a dude. He's running backwards. And that's a loss of about 3 or 4. Ugly play for the Seahawks there. Kenneth Walker trying to do a little too much that he should have just gone down. Or not gone backwards. It was good to evade the first couple of guys, but after that, you got to just move forward. Move laterally at worst. Do not go backwards. Crowd's getting into it. 3rd and 10. Oh no, my scoreboard's off. Hopefully it updates. There we go, it's there. 3rd and 10, pressure off the right side. They get it out quickly. And it almost gets the first down off second effort, but he didn't get it. The refs are giving him a very favorable position here. They're going to still say he's a little short. Seahawks around at midfield right here. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. Thought the spot was very favorable, but good job by the receiver to get those extra yards. I don't know this wide receiver for the Seahawks, number 15. 4th and 1 at Arizona's 47. Have less than 1 to get. Seahawks are going to go for it. They draw up the middle. It is swallowed. No gain. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back with great field position. I question that call from the Seahawks there. Like, why? It was just a pure just handed off to him, and no holes made from the offensive line. And good stand by the Cardinals, though. Big 4th down stop in this game early. Back with great field position. I question that call. NFL game streaming on NFLHT.com. I appreciate you joining the stream. I appreciate the 4 comments to make sure everyone knows where to stream on. But yeah, good stand by the Cardinals right there. It's a big. I'm surprised it was like. Sorry, I just got a notification. About my Spurs team. Pretty important. So, if you're here, I definitely appreciate you. Please let me know down in the chat who you think is gonna win this game. I got the Cardinals. Defense looks good from what I've seen. If their offense can just get rolling, I think they'd be really good. They're at home. I tend to pick on Thursday night games. I tend to pick the home team if it's really a toss-up, unless I really like someone else. But because it's a shorter week, you don't have as much time to prepare. The home team has a natural advantage that they have more days to really practice and set up for the game, whereas the other team has to travel. And I know Seattle to Arizona is not terrible, so shouldn't be too big of a disadvantage for the Cardinals. But yeah, they're showing the replay of that 4th down stop, and I did not like that call. When you're gonna go for it on 4th down, you need to give options. Otherwise, just run up the middle, go power run. Other than that, give the options. So here, Cardinals have it around midfield. It's a setup screen, and it's batted away. Lucky that wasn't picked off by Mafe, but also lucky that Mafe got his hand on it, because he had some room. The screener had some room and some blockers out there. Murray did a good job to set it up, but Mafe just read it well. And that would have been a good gain. They had 2 blockers right there, 2 Seahawks defenders coming in, and the safety to help, but that was all the help. It was last line of defense. So 2nd and 10. Cardinals need to do something here. They have it at midfield. Have great field position. In the shotgun, 2nd and 10. Murray moves up in the pocket, and he throws, and it's intercepted. He fumbles the ball. He might have been down, though. Let's see what they call here. This is big. Some real action to start this game. Have a 4th down, an interception, and possibly a fumble. We're going to see who has it. May have been friendly fire. May have ran into his own player there. They're saying the Cardinals have the ball. So they let it play out, and they did say it was a fumble. We're going to see if he was down. I think that was his own man. Bryant has it. He may be down. Here's the thing. I think he was down. That replay definitely showed he was down. Was he touched going down? So he's down. There he gets hit. Now the Cardinal defender comes in and touches him, and the ball looks like it's loose already from this angle. I think this is going to be a fumble. This is really close, and there's a couple things to look at. It's very close, but the ruling on the field, just to reiterate, is a interception and a fumble recovered by the Cardinals. So they need definitive video proof to say it is not, it wasn't a fumble. For me, so there's a lot to this. I forgot the dude name was, but the Seahawks safety who gets the interception, he's going, and he's picked off. He's running to the right. He looks behind him. He then starts to slide on his own accord, it looks like. He then starts to slide on his own accord. His own player runs into his arm, knocks the ball out, while a Cardinal defender from behind is trying to touch him down as he's sliding. So there's a lot to look at here. He's sliding on his own accord. And actually, I'm not sure what the rules are. I know obviously if a quarterback is starting into a slide and he gets down, even though he wasn't touched, he's giving himself up, and that's that. Does it apply to the same for defenders? Because for me, it looked like he was not touched before he started the slide. I only thought he was touched after he was already down. But at that point, it becomes, was the ball already knocked out? And to me, it looked like it was. It looked like the ball was out already. We'll see what the call on the field is going to be. But that's really a key part of it, is that ruling. If the ruling is any player getting into the slide is down, then he was definitely down. It doesn't matter if anyone's touched him. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Wild sequence, though, to start this game. I mean, first we had the big fourth down stop by the Cardinals, stopping the Seahawks at around midfield. And then we have this bad throw by Murray. I don't know where he was going. I think he was going to the guy coming across to the right, but he threw way behind him if that was the case. Or if it was the other guy going left and it was way over him, like way over. And it was right to the Seahawks defender. Easy interception. Good return, but then he fumbles it at the end by his own guy hitting him. Let's see what the call is. The ruling on the field stands, and exactly like I thought it was. He starts sliding. He's not touched, though, so he's not brought down. He is on the ground. His butt's on the ground, but he has not been touched yet. Because of that, he's not down yet. His own defender, his own player runs into him, knocks the ball out, and only after the ball is already getting loose, the Cardinals then touch him. And the Seahawks were celebrating their interception after that, even though they lost the ball, which is hilarious. So Arizona at the 47-yard line gets the ball back. Lucky break for the Cardinals, and it's a sweep to the left. It's a good play here, and it's a gain of about 13, 14. Good run and good blocking by the Cardinals. They're showing the replay. Yeah, Murray is throwing it to Harrison, but Harrison stops on the route, so miscommunication there. So Harrison's going across the field, and then he just stops. Kind of trips up a little bit, hesitates, so maybe that was part of it, but it looks like miscommunication, but they're lucky to get the ball back. It's 1st and 10 now at the Seahawks 35. Fake handoff. Murray drops back. He's scrambling to the right. Gives it to his running back. Missed tackle. He makes a juke, and it's a gain of about 5. And there's a flag late. We'll see what it's about. It was a round where he got tackled, but I didn't see like a face mask or anything like that. Could have been an illegal block or something. It is grasping the face mask. That's big. That's an automatic first down, halfway distance to the goal line. Woolen is coming across, and as he jukes him, he puts his arm out there and gets a bit of the face mask. Oh, clear as day. I'm surprised I didn't see that, bro. Clear as day face mask. So Cardinals, at this point, you're thinking at worst field goal. Like, that's the worst case scenario now. Here you go. 1st and 10 at Seahawks 16-yard line. Murray in shotgun sends a man in motion. They're going to pitch it after going left. The guy makes a move, and it's a gain of about 2 or 3. Interesting play there. Murray in shotgun. It starts running to the left with like an option, but then he pitches it inside to the right from a guy sweeping across the right. So that was an interesting play right there from the Cardinals. Didn't exactly work out, but I like that design. It was interesting. So 2nd and 7 here for the Cardinals. Murray in shotgun, sends a man in motion. The motion man comes back. Now he has a running back in the backfield. Snaps it. Murray looks to the middle. Pass is caught. Gain of about 4 to the tight end. That was Trey McBride for a gain of about 4. So this is going to be about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. So there we go. Big 3rd down in this game, early in this game. Cardinals have some momentum from the face mask, from the interception turned into a fumble that they recovered. 3rd and 5 here, they say. It's about 5.5. Murray in shotgun. Has a running back there. That was early movement, and they blow the whistle. Not sure if it was the Seahawks player moving first. They say it's a false start. Said it was on 73. It looked like the Seahawks defender moved early, but the offensive lineman may have flinched, and then that's what set him off. So they're showing the replay here. And it wasn't even the offensive lineman for the Cardinals did not flinch first. But the Seahawks defender just started getting an early jump on it, and then he moved. But he didn't go into the neutral zone yet, it looked like. If the Cardinal offensive lineman just stayed still and let him get into the neutral zone and then move, it would have been a first down for the Cardinals. But it's now 3rd and 9 here. 3rd and about 10, basically. At the 15. Seahawks show pressure. They pull out a bit. Murray goes in the middle. It's caught. Missed tackle. He's trying to get to the first down, but he still has 5 yards to go, and it's going to be stopped. 5-yard pickup. So good job by the Seahawks for holding the Cardinals to a field goal attempt. Especially after the face mask. As the Cardinals, it's kind of disappointing you only get 3 out of this if they make this, but to be fair, they did throw an interception, a terrible interception, just a couple of plays ago. Give me a 27-yard attempt. They don't have much time to get this off. And it's a flag. Delay of game. So it's going to be a 32-yard attempt now for the Cardinals. Shouldn't matter. This is pretty easy territory for most kickers, but you never know. If it like doinks off the post or something like that because of the 5-yard penalty, that's going to come back to bite you in the butt because literally there's no reason you should have a delayed game. No. There's something on the field right now. The referees are blowing the whistles. See what the refs have here. It was just resetting the play clock they had to do. So now he's lining up for this kick. 32-yard attempt. It's off the right hash. Snap is good. Kick is up. Right down the middle. So Cardinals strike first. 3-0 with 4:37 left in the first quarter. Commercial break's going to be 30 seconds, so we'll be back in a little bit. Pretty entertaining game so far. So my scoreboard's a little off. There it goes. Say it's about 10 seconds off, which isn't bad. In my last stream, I believe the scoreboard was actually ahead, which is weird. So, that's interesting. And we're back already. That was a quick TV commercial break. So here we go. Seahawks look to answer back. Only had one possession so far. It's going to be a shorter kick, fielded at the 5. He's going left. Turning right, trying to go to the right, but is swallowed up by the Cardinals special teams. Good coverage by the Cardinals. So, as far as this stream goes, I'm glad the mic is working. From my first stream to my last stream, or my second stream, you could say, I actually did the whole stream, which is good. And then I also ran OBS, which I didn't run OBS in my first stream. I couldn't figure out how to use it. I only used the camera. Here we go. Seahawks out the ball. 1st and 10. They fake it right. Nice little pass. That's going to be a first down. Good play action play by the Seahawks to start off this drive. But yeah, from this stream, from my last stream to this stream, I have upped the mic quality. I'm actually using a mic, not the built-in mic on the laptop, which I think has made a huge difference, which is good. And also, it's just, the setup's a little different. I also made the laptop a little higher. It's a sweep left, run. Kenneth Walker makes a move. Gain of about 10. That's going to be another first down for the Seahawks. No, he stepped out of bounds a yard short. Good start, though, for the Seahawks on this drive, though. Good offense so far. But yeah, so I set up the mic, which is the main thing I want to get set, and then I've changed the layout a little bit. I think for sure what I notice about the quality of the streams, definitely, one, I'm using the laptop camera, which is not ideal, but also the lighting. When I did my Oregon stream, it was during the daytime, so it looked pretty good. Whereas when I did the Astros stream a couple days ago, and I'm doing this stream, and it's dark, my window is right here. So it did emit a lot of light. And I didn't realize how bad the camera looks when there's not daylight. Kenneth Walker has a run. He squeezes it out to the right. This is going to be a good gain of 10, 15, 20, 25-yard gain for Kenneth Walker. First 10 for the Seahawks in Arizona territory. Yeah, the scoreboard lags a little bit sometimes, which is not ideal, but it is what it is. NFL game streaming on NFL HD. I appreciate you, even if it's just, you doing your thing. I appreciate you chatting. But yeah, so for my next stream, which I believe will be Sunday, I think I'll be able to do a game. I go into work late that day, so I think I can do the Texans game. Sam Darnold is going to be a run to the left. Kenneth Walker makes a move, makes a man miss, and that's a gain of about 8. Good run by the Seahawks. Good offense by the Seahawks. Good run by Kenneth Walker. So Seahawks got some momentum going. They're going a little quick right now. 2nd and 2 at Arizona's 27. They fake left. Sam Darnold, plenty of time. Now is the pressure and throws it to the ground. Good coverage by the Cardinals, this seemed like, because Darnold had a good amount of time. And, bro, I forgot Cooper Kupp's on the Seahawks. What the heck? Bro, that's crazy. I totally forgot. Wait, it was like Cooper Kupp? Am I going crazy? Number 10. Cooper Kupp. Yeah, that's Cooper Kupp. Bro, when did Cooper Kupp go to the Seahawks? Bro, that's crazy. I'm not as big of an NFL fan, like as an NBA fan, but I definitely know way more about NFL. It's probably the second sport I keep up with the most. Here's a big 3rd and 2 right here. Sam Darnold, that looked like there was movement. They don't call it. Sam Darnold, nice pass. Makes a move, and that's a first down. By Cooper Kupp. Speaking of the devil. Interesting. So good first down pickup by the Seahawks. Good quick throw. It looked like there could have been a false start on the left side, but Seahawks 1st and 10. Sam Darnold going to the end zone. Good pass, good catch, touchdown. A.J. Barner. And Seahawks get the first touchdown of the game. Great throw, great play design. Man, my scoreboard updated quickly, damn. Good hesitation move by the tight end, and Darnold just floats it right over the defender. Only where the tight end can catch it. Bang. Touchdown. Great play. Seahawks offense looks good. The way they run their plays, their designs, the movement, the tempo they play with. PAT is up and good. So 7-3 with 1:33 left in the first quarter. Good throw by Darnold. Great throw by Darnold. So, Seahawks look good though. Their offense looks good. Cardinals defense has impressed me on a couple of plays where they've made some crucial stops, but I really like the look of the Seahawks offense. It looks really good. Pretty entertaining game so far. I know in my last stream I had some things I was working on like during breaks because I didn't have many people join. I was hoping the stream would be a little better. I was hoping to get some more people in, especially because the mic quality is much better. Like I didn't realize how bad the mic quality was in my last stream, but for sure, I'm still gonna try to work on some things in between commercials. I just got some news about something that I'm trying to put off that I really should attend to, but I'm doing the stream, so I think the apartment above me, some dog just started barking at something. He sounds like a big dog. So I live in an apartment, and the walls are pretty good, so I really don't hear anything. But sometimes I do hear the people above me. It's their dog. When I hear him barking or howling, I definitely hear him. But it's not even like bad. It's like you can faintly hear him. But he sounds like a big dog. Like sometimes when he gets up quickly to bark at the door or whatever he's barking at, I can like hear him get up. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. Not good news. Doesn't look great. Yeah, it is what it is though. I will attend to that after the stream, but it is what it is, you know? Life is life. Here comes the kickoff. It's a weird line drive to the right, but they're going to field it. Good little move, and he gets about to the 26, 27. Good little move by the returner, though, but good coverage by the Seahawks. Mike McDonald, where do I know that name from? The Seahawks head coach, Mike McDonald, where did he come from? I want to say, was he on the Ravens coaching staff? I'm not sure. Sounds like a defensive coach, though. They're talking about the Seahawks defense, so I assume he's a defensive-minded coach. So Seahawks have the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Mariota single back. They're going to hand it off left. Guy makes a move, and he gets the game in about 4. Decent blocking up front by the Cardinals. Be 2nd down and 6 for the Cardinals. So far, it's been pretty dominated by the Seahawks, but that interception that Kyler Murray threw that they got right back definitely has helped them because the Seahawks safety who intercepted it fumbled it right back to the Cardinals on the same play. But Cardinals so far have not looked that good on offense, which apparently they've been struggling on. 2nd and 7 here. Murray fakes the handoff. Pressure's coming up, and he is sacked. Big loss of yardage there. So it's going to be 3rd and long now with 36 seconds left in this first quarter. And no Sue gets the sack. Looks like the Cardinals had it covered up, but they had 2 men to block him. The tackle coming off from the right side and the running back, but they both whiff and go too far out left, and the guy just fakes going and then goes in and gets Kyler Murray easily. 3rd and 15 now at their own 21. This is a big 3rd down. Seattle calls a timeout with the play clock going down to 4, which is interesting. Looks like they were a little confused. It was on 3rd and 15, so like you figure they would have had it covered. So, first quarter coming down to a close here. I think for sure a ring light would help, but also the ring light I think would be helpful. Even in a good camera, like, I have a Google Pixel. The camera is pretty good for a phone camera. Like, I think it's really good. Here we go, 3rd and 15. Cardinals at their own 21. Murray and shotgun. See how they're going to play this. Seahawks only send 4. Murray rolls to the right. He has pressure. Evades the tackle, and he's going to run for about 5. Looks like no one was open downfield. But yeah, so my phone camera is much better. Like, I'm putting in the same spot. It's definitely much better than the camera I have on the laptop. First quarter comes to a close, 7-3 Seahawks. But the thing is, I think you can use a phone as the camera on a stream. I just don't know how good that's going to be for my phone, and especially if I'm streaming once the NBA season starts, I'm doing like 2 streams a night. I don't know how sustainable that is. But my phone camera is definitely better. I would like to get a webcam that's somewhat decent. I really wonder if a ring light is worth it, if that would make this look better. Because I know in my stream with the Oregon Ducks stream, when the light, obviously I have the window, even with the blinds down, the light just really does help light up this camera. But even with that, the camera wasn't great. So I think I probably should look into a webcam or trying to use the phone as a webcam in OBS. But for my streams, that just might have to be the way it is for a while now. As far as making just videos, I do want to use the phone as the webcam and run through OBS. So I think that would make the quality better, obviously, and it's not like a stream where a video can take me like no more than 20 minutes, hopefully. And then whereas a stream, like I've probably been streaming for 40 minutes now up to this point. So we'll see. As far as like updating and making everything better. Also, another thing, these Rode mics that I'm using, they sound good. I'm definitely happy with the quality, but I don't know how long they last. And so if I'm doing this stream tonight, I should be fine. I think the battery life is supposed to be around 7 hours, depending on a multitude of factors. But I'm gonna have to charge it, and you can charge it and use it at the same time. But it's a big cord coming across here, which I don't necessarily like. It may have to be something that I may have to do in the future, instead of just always charging it after. And like, it takes around 2 hours to charge full, so it's not bad. But just for the ease of make it simple, the setup is just set up. I don't have to charge it or whatever. I could do that. But the thing that's annoying is that it's right here where you plug it in to charge. It's not at the bottom. If it was at the bottom, it would be easier. It just goes down and I could plug it in wherever. But it's on the side, so it's going to stick out. And it has to go a little before you want to drop it down. And so it just makes things a little complicated. I could turn the mic. I think the mic would still sound pretty good, even though it's not facing up right towards me. But I'm close enough to where I think it would catch most of it. And I could plug it in like that. But we'll see. It's just a lot of functional stuff I definitely need to work on, for sure. I'll just be more consistent. I'm trying to stream more. I'm going to try to start doing more videos, which I kind of stopped doing. I was doing really well early when I started this channel, but DeMarcus Lawrence is on the Seahawks. I didn't know that. So Cardinals are going to punt it away here on 4th and 11. It's a good punt. Seahawks get it at around the 20. He makes a move, and it's immediately tackled. Had a return of about 5 or 6. Good coverage by the Cardinals. Good game so far. I mean, I'm enjoying this game. Good drive by the Seahawks. Good. Yeah, I really want to. It's not even something I need to like attend to. It's something I need to just kind of clear my head on. But yeah, who knows? Today hasn't been a great day. Obviously every day I wake up is a good day. Seattle's gonna run left, makes a man miss, gain about 4 or 5. Charbonnet, he just is coming back, I believe. He's been injured. He's a pretty good running back. But yeah. Also, I'm starving. I don't know. If anyone's here watching right now, please let me know. They're going to run it again, the Seahawks here on 2nd and 7. It's gaining about 2 or 3. And a late flag here as some bodies fall down. As some extra shoving going on. We'll see what happens here. Refs are talking about it right now. Looks like he was going to do the holding signal. He goes back to talk to the official. They're saying it's on the defense. Holding on the defense. 5-yard penalty, and that's automatic first down. So usually when there's a holding on the defense on a run play, it's usually one of the D lines not letting the offensive lineman go to that next level because they're trying to block and then move up and make some more lanes for the running back. That's usually what happens, and that's exactly what it was as they showed on the replay. So Seahawks have decent output from their offense right now. At their own 39, it's a sweep and nothing going there for the Seahawks. Bad run, loss of about 3 at least, maybe 4. There's a man down on the field. It's Wilson Jr. for the Cardinals. Number 2. Wilson Sr., excuse me. I didn't see. I just saw the R. I assumed it was Jr., but Wilson Sr. So they're showing the replay here. Wilson Sr., linebacker, making a play, evades and kind of just trips over the Seahawks guy, and looks like their knees kind of collided, which does not feel good. He was able to go off the field on his own accord, so that's good. It's usually a good sign. Mac Wilson. Oh, I know Mac Wilson. Remember him back in college. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Seahawks here. Here we go. Sam Darnold looks like he's going to be lining up in shotgun with the running back there. Sends a man in motion. Snaps it. Sam Darnold is sacked. Pressure on the left side, and Sam Darnold steps into the pocket, but gets swallowed up. Another loss. Another backwards play for the Seahawks offense. So it's going to be 3rd and long for the Seahawks here. Good pressure from the get-go by Campbell. Just goes right by the right guard. So it's 3rd and 19 at their own 30. See what the Seahawks do here. It's going to be a draw play. Kenneth Walker makes a move. Makes a man miss. Gain about 4. So they played conservative and got a couple more yards out of it. But my thing is, if you're going to play conservative, yeah, a draw can break out for a lot. It rarely ever gets the full, 20 yards. And if you're going to just try to pick up some things, the cornerbacks are so far out, and they're playing them so soft. just throw it, and you probably get more yardage. And you also have the option of, if there's a breakdown in coverage, you can then get a first down. But Seahawks are going to punt it away. It's a decent punt with good hang time. Gets it around the 10. Makes a move. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. And gets out to about the 27, 28. Pretty good return there. So Murray and this Cardinals offense needs to try to get something going. They've only really had success after the Seahawks turned it over off that interception. But yeah, I need to eat. I'm going to have to eat my dinner after the game, because I do plan on doing the stream for the full game. Now, I also have some snacks that I want to finish up, because I am hungry. Like, I was at work before this. I haven't really eaten since lunch. So I do have a protein shake and some peanuts to eat before then. So ideally, I'd like to get it now. I think I was gonna do it on halftime, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that now. Actually, if anyone's in chat, I will be right back. I'm gonna go get my snacks real quick. So yeah, I didn't want to. Obviously, in the future, this is something I'll have to figure out. Because I don't think it's the most professional. I also don't know how much the mic is gonna pick this up, so I didn't think about. See, I didn't want to. Obviously, in the future, this is something I'll have to figure out. Because I don't think it's the most professional. I also don't know how much the mic is gonna pick this up, so I didn't think about. I don't think the mic is picking up too much, which is good. So here we go. Cardinals trying to get something going here on offense. 1st and 10. Their own 27. It's going to be a run play to the left. He makes a move. Gain of about 8. Good run there. Hope the mic doesn't pick that up. Cardinals going quick here. And miscommunication from him and Harrison again. Harrison was going upfield where I thought Murray wanted a back shoulder. And the second time today, they've not been on the same page. So here we go, 3rd and 2 for the Cardinals. It'd be bad if they just went 3 and out right here. Here we go, 3rd and 2. And they pick it up, throwing to the left. Gain of about 5. Cardinals going a little quick here, it looks like. Here we go, Cardinals going quick. Murray gets it in shotgun. Throws it to the running back. Out of the backfield. He's being chased. And he's trying to break it free from the tackle. Gets a gain of about 4. I'm trying to stay focused right now. As I was saying, though, it would be a problem in the future if I'm doing NBA streams, Murray gets it 2nd and 7. The ball is batted at the line, which is something that comes with an offense that is led by a shorter quarterback. Bat downs are going to happen a little more than usual. But yeah, if I'm doing NBA streams and I'm doing them from like 6 to 10, 11, I have to eat me out to dinner like really late. Which isn't the worst thing, but just is what it is, isn't it? And in that time, I also would preferably not like to eat my snacks because I want to be like professional for the stream stuff. But so there we go, 3rd and 7 here. Murray gets it, the snap unexpectedly, it looks like, gets it out to the tight end, and he gets a first down. Murray was going up to the line to say something to his lineman and started going back, and he snapped it before he even got set, so that's very interesting. Good thing there wasn't a guy in motion there. Good by Murray to keep his composure, not only to get the snap, but also to get it out to McBride. There we go, 1st and 10, now in Seahawks territory at the 49. Murray in shotgun, has time. He's going to the right. Good throw. Again, McBride. It was right over the defender he was being guarded by and right before the center came in. So it's like a little window you have to get. Timing has to be good and the accuracy has to be good. And Murray got it both. Good route by McBride too. Good throw though. So Cardinals now have some momentum going in. So there we go. Murray in the backfield. Fakes, quick right. Going to the end zone. And it's a little too far. Xavier Weaver was the guy he was throwing it to. A little too far out of bounds, though. Good coverage, though. I guess I shouldn't worry too much about how professional it is right now because no one's in chat right now, so I don't think anyone's watching. If you are watching, please let me know. If there are any questions about anything, let me know in chat. 2nd and 10 here from Murray. Murray gets it. It's going to be a screen, but it's snuffed out well. He stays on his feet, but he said he was down. His elbow hit the ground. But yeah, so Sunday I am working later. So I'll be able to do the Texans game. Because that's at 12. They're in 11 here for the Cardinals. Cardinals somewhat in field goal range. I don't know how good their kicker is. Here goes Murray. Gets it to Harrison. And it's juggled and it's intercepted. He never had it. And the Seahawks are returning it. That's the 2nd interception. Granted, not Murray's fault on that one, it looks like. I thought Harrison had it. Did he have it and just fumbled it? Or did he never have it and he just juggled it and it popped up into the air? Let's see. Murray throws it to Harrison. Never had it. Was juggling it, trying to get a hold of it. Then he got hit and it got popped up right to the Seahawks defender. Unfortunate for the Cardinals here. I talked about this with my cousin the other day. How Harrison has not looked great to start. He was supposed to be this generational talent. And I never thought he was going to be great. I thought he had good size. I thought he had good potential. And at Ohio State, he looked great. But as of right now, he hasn't looked great in the NFL so far. Drops continue to be a problem with him, especially you just saw it there on that play. Murray is like a simple slant route, gets it right to him. It's not even coverage on him yet, and he has it. But I think it's more of a, he has good hands. It's more of a lack of concentration, where he's starting to catch it, and before it's fully in, he starts looking to try to make a move. And so he loses it, and then that's when bad things happen. But yeah. Another turnover for the Cardinals. Not good start for the Cardinals offense. Does anyone know my on OBS it says my stream is delayed 20 seconds? Does that mean anything? Like, if I make it only delay like 10 seconds or 5 seconds, does that make the quality a little bad? Is it safer to have a longer delay? Because I wouldn't want the delay to be too bad, especially if someone's trying to watch the game and do the live reaction. I actually don't know what people do, if they do that or they just want to, since they can't afford streaming or whatever. They're trying to watch it on YouTube just to play by play. I actually don't know. Sorry if I'm not on my A game. I was hoping more people would be in. I thought the quality of the mic would definitely help. But I'm really not trying to think about. I got some news about something and I'll just say this. Let me vent out to. It seems like no one right now anyway. You know, when it's kind of like you'd rather just know than the suffering of the unknown. Whereas, like, why can't I just like get an answer yes or no instead of I'm like in that limbo where I don't know? So here the Seahawks have it around midfield. Darnold is gonna go deep off the play action. It is caught. No, it is not. It's dropped. He had a chance at it, but the Cardinals defender put his hand in there and looks like took it out last second. Good throw by Darnold though. My goodness. Put it right where he can only get it, but it's a tough catch and good by the Cardinals defender to. Dang. Would have been a great catch. Now it's 2nd and 10 here for the Seahawks in Arizona territory at the 49. Darnold goes through directions and he finds a man over the middle. That's going to be caught gain of about 16, 17. Seahawks offense looks like it's rolling again. Darnold had to go through like all of his progressions on that one. Which was progressions to the left, both of them, and then it goes to the progression through the middle. Throws a little behind, but it's fun. It's a nice first down for the Seahawks. Here we go. Donald 6 of 8 right now for 95 yards and a touchdown, so he's played really well. They're going to run it up the middle. Kenneth Walker makes a man miss in the backfield, and it's gained about 4. Maybe 3. So here we go. Donald's going to run to the left. Walker. Good open field tackle. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5. And late flags here. Some jawing was going on by Walker and Clark. We'll see who it's on. Looks like it's going to be on Walker. And it was. 15-yard penalty. It's going to be about 3rd and 20 now. How do you get a taunting penalty after gaining about 3 yards on a run, bro? So Walker gets tackled. Points the football at him. That's not much there, but Oh, then he throws it at him. That's what it was. Didn't see the rest of that footage. Yeah, after he pointed at him, the Cardinal defender pointed back at him, and then he threw the football at him. So it's 3rd and 18 now at the 40. Seahawks send a man in motion. Down on the shotgun. There's pressure. It's a screen up the middle, and it is a loss of about 4. That was snuffed out by the Cardinals defense good. And that was Campbell again. Campbell made some good plays already. 2 good plays in this game. Good defensive stand by the Cardinals. It looked like the Seahawks were rolling again. We looked like we were going to score a touchdown, but bad penalty by Kenneth Walker. And that screenplay was trash. Not only that, they got knocked out of field goal range, which is big. So say 7-3, they're going to punt it away at about midfield. Punts up. And it bounces back in the end zone. 5:40 to go, still 7-3. As I was saying, it's one of those things where it's like the unknown, where it's like you almost feel like you'd rather just, like, you don't know if this result is going to end up good or bad in your life, and you expect to get an answer by a certain time and you don't. At that point, if you've been waiting for a while already, it's kind of just like, at this point I'd rather just take the bad news, which I know I don't want to, but it feels like that, if you know what I mean. It's just life, bro. But enough about that. I need to focus on the game. For you guys, even though no one's here right now. If you are here, please let me know, so I know I'm not talking to no one. I know in my last stream I had 2 people actually chime in, and they asked me some questions, and it's just so much easier when I have even just a couple people, because I'm not just talking to myself. I can interact with you guys, and I really enjoyed that. Even though it was only 2 guys, but it made the stream for that portion much better, made it go by much quicker, because it was fun. Yeah, as far as the quality of the stream though, I think it's pretty good. Obviously the camera and the lighting is an issue, but again, I don't know which to address. Would a ring light suffice, or do I have to use my phone as a webcam, or do I actually just get a webcam? Problem is, I'm not in a position to where I can just buy stuff, and I don't want to get even like a cheaper end webcam for about 100, and the quality isn't even that good, where I could have just bought like a $20 ring light and that will look better. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to make that choice, but we'll see. Definitely want to up the quality of this stuff, but also just getting in the rhythm of it and improving myself on how I can improve talking and calling play-by-play and doing these streams is definitely part of it too. So it's just a learning curve for sure. It's a process. Yo, 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at the 20. They need to get something going on offense before the half. They're going to throw it to the right at the backfield. Makes a man miss. It's gaining about 3 or 4. Quick pass to the right to McBride. It's gaining about 3 or 4. So here we go. 3rd down again for the Cardinals. Quickly. Cardinals got the ball to start this game. So what you definitely don't want to do with your Cardinals is you don't want to go 3 and out here. Show no signs of life on offense. Give it back to Seahawks. Let them score. And then get the ball back in the second half. So it's 3rd and 2 here. Deep in their own territory at around the 25, 26, 27. Murray snaps it. It's a draw up the middle. He's not going to get it. I don't like that play call. Murray saw something pre-snap and they called it out, but A draw? Like I said, if you're gonna run on a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, just trust your dudes. Make it creative, not a draw. And the crowd is booing, and rightfully so. I'd be mad too if I was a Cardinals fan. Like, I don't like that play call at all. Don't like it at all. Cardinals punting it away, almost gets blocked. Damn, Cardinals just gets it at the 10, and there's only Cardinals there. My dude gets no gain of nothing. No return there. Literally, I saw the Seahawks blocker on that punt return get pushed to the ground. I mean, the Cardinals get pushed to the ground by the Seahawks. And there was like 2 or 3 guys there once he caught it. I also have to pee. So I'll be right back. Well, the game's on already, man. The commercial break was much shorter than I thought. Looks like Seattle's got a good gain right off the rip. So here we go. Seahawks moving again. 3 minutes left in this first half. Sam Darnold's gonna fake run. Has plenty of time. He's gonna run it now. He's got the first down. He's got 15 to the 35-yard line. My goodness. He had all day. Like, he had all day to throw. And then he noticed, like, there's no one in the middle of the field. And he just took off and run. He sees his man-to-man fakes. Again, they fake a sweep. And then he just saw nothing but green in front of him. And he took off big gain of about, I want to say, 20 yards. 1st and 10 now in Arizona territory at the 34. It's going to be a sweep now to the right. He has a blocker. Makes a move. Gets a first down. And that's a gain. Another big gain. Another first down inside the 20. Good blocking by the linemen. Good blocking by the receivers, too. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. I want to say 2-minute timeout, but that's college football. I need to get those differentiated. Because I only know the 2-minute warning, but I think when I was doing my Oregon stream or when I'm watching college football, I want to say 2-minute warning. And so I've made an effort to say 2-minute timeout when I'm watching college football. And in turn, has now got to the point where I am almost saying 2-minute timeout in NFL, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I would love to talk to you guys about. I just want to talk out loud about what I'm going through right now. Because that's how I kind of figure things out and go through stuff. I like to think about it, or I like to talk to myself about it out loud and just like reason with myself, or talk to someone about it. But it's not what you're here for. Apparently, no one's here for anything anyway, so it's all good. So, but Seahawks, they have a really good chance here. With 2 minutes, they got plenty of time still. I think they have at least 2 other timeouts. They don't really need to rush at all. They have 1st and 10 inside Arizona territory, inside the Arizona red zone. So, plenty of time. Best case scenario for the Seahawks here, you score a touchdown with little to no time left, or you just stop the Cardinals from scoring. and then you go and choose the you start the second half with the ball and get a score. So at least worst you'd love to get a touchdown and make it 21-3, or you keep 17-3 is still really good too. So I think the Seahawks are going to score here, obviously, unless they make a really dumb mistake, because they should at least get the field goal. But even at that point, a field goal would almost feel like disappointing for how well their offense has moved the ball and stuff. So we'll definitely see, but it's hard. It's really hard for me to focus on two things at once. Like, I want to work on stuff during like the breaks, but it's also like I do want to be engaging with you guys, even though there's no one here right now. Like, if someone hops in and they just see me staring at my phone, like, they're gonna hop out real quick. So I try to be on point for most of it, but at the same time, yeah, I should take this opportunity to like work on other stuff, because I am just in the process of still getting better at this stuff, but we'll see. So here we go. I'm really close to the mic now. Should get some great quality here. Seahawks 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Draw play. Gets a gain of maybe about 1. At this point, are the Cardinals going to want to start calling timeouts? I would. Excuse me. Cardinals are not calling their timeouts, which I get. But at the same time, the Seahawks are in no rush to get this ball snapped. They're letting it clock. I mean, it's 1:30 now left in the game, left in the first half. If you're the Cardinals, why don't you have 3 timeouts? Why don't you try to get the ball back and score? Seahawks are probably going to run here again. No, it's a fake play action. Darnold throws it. And is it caught? Incomplete, almost caught, but there is a flag, and it looked like the Cardinal defender started grabbing his arm before he could catch the ball. Pass interference number 3. I think that's Baker. He's going to be put at the 1-yard line, and that's the first down. And see, this is what I'm saying. If the Cardinals had called a timeout right now, like assuming the Seahawks score on this next possession, they're going to have about a minute left to score. Whereas if they had called a timeout after that first run, you would have about 1:45, almost double the time to score now. That's the Seahawks were gonna score regardless if it was field goal or touchdown, unless they really missed the field goal or they turned it over. But why didn't they use the timeout? They have 3. Sam Darnold lines up from the 1. They're gonna go power run. Cardinals stuff it. The Cardinals should call a timeout here. And they do. With 1:10 left in this first half. They try to go big. They had the tight end move in motion with the fullback too. Tight end tried to get a block. Fullback tried to get a block. But there was pressure from the other side where the blocks weren't happening. He moved right over that right guard. Looking at the replay, Sam Darnold actually stepped on one of his own linemen's foot. That could have been bad if he stumbled and did not get the handoff cleanly. Like, that could have been a turnover easily. So Arizona does call timeout now. See, now they're calling the timeouts. Maybe they finally realized, like, hey, we should probably try to call timeout so we can have at least some time left when we score. Because that's the thing. You're not going to come to that situation where you give the Seahawks too much time calling the timeouts. Here we go. Seahawks going power look again. This time they go fake right. Darnold play action. Going to the end zone. There's some contact, but they don't call it. 3rd and goal. I did not like that play call. It was play action, but Darnold went back a lot. It's not like a play action where you roll to the right or whatever. It was play action, and there was nothing. I like how they faked it, though. No one open, though. Well covered by the Cardinals. And now it's 3rd and goal here at the 1. Can the Cardinals stop them here? Here we go. They're going to power look again. Tight end and the fullback. They send the wide receiver in motion to the left, to the strong side. They hand it off. He gets it off the second effort. The Cardinals initially hit him at the line of scrimmage, but he bounces off him, continues to turn the legs, and it's a touchdown. And now the Cardinals are going to have about a minute left to try to score, try to get something before the half. Not only for their morale, but also for the fact that you're down by what supposedly will be 11 at this point, and the Seahawks get the ball in the second half. Good defense by the Cardinals overall there on that goal line stand, but it's hard to stop a team from scoring at the 1. So the PAT is up and good. So 1 minute to go for the Cardinals here, who really had nothing going on offense. They had the one drive where Kyler Murray threw the interception, and then on the interception return, runs into his own guy, the Seahawks did, and fumbled it, and the Cardinals recovered it at around midfield. And because of that, they were able to get some momentum, push it down a little further, and then they got the field goal. But other than that, this Cardinals offense has looked dead. Like, I'm a Texan fan, and I know I'm an expert at dead offenses. The first 3 weeks of this season and all of last season, basically. I know a bad offense when I see one. Like, I wouldn't say it's as bad as the Texans offense this year, at least. But it's very similar to the Texans offense last year, where it's just, there's nothing going on. The play calling is not great. No one's getting open. When they do get open, something bad happens. Like, the guy drops it and it's intercepted, or there's a flag or something like that. It's just the offense is not in rhythm, and generally when stuff happens like that, it's generally the offense is not confident in itself. They know they're not that good, and they're letting it get to their own heads, and that looks like the Cardinals' offense so far. It does not look good. I doubt they're worse than the Texans' offense as of this year started. Because I think, let me look at the Texans' offense. Let's see how we rank in the NFL. So offensive ratings for the Texans. Total yards were 23rd, which is not bad actually considering. 26th passing yards, 23rd rushing yards. 30 were dead last in third down percentage and points per game. And we're going against the Ravens in 2 weeks, who are first in points per game and 7th in third down percentage. We convert 24.2% of our third downs. And we score 12.7 points per game as our average so far. That is pathetic. That's bad. So let me compare that to the Cardinals' offensive stats for this year so far, not including this game. They're 25th in total yards, 28th in passing yards, 16th in rushing yards, 19th in points, 21st in third down. See, they're pretty bad offensively, but especially passing the ball, but not nearly as bad as my Texans. My Texans hold the crown for that. For worst offense in the league so far, that goes to us easily. Our NFL rivalries debuts tonight with specifically down uniforms to elevate division rivalries. I've seen this, but am I just dumb, or I haven't seen the Texans with theirs yet? Am I just dumb, or did I miss something? Because the Seahawks aren't even wearing those uniforms. They're wearing like just regular uniforms. Cardinals are wearing some cool uniforms. This is a pretty good return here. That's about the 27. So Kyler Murray in this Cardinals offense has 54 seconds to do something here. They're showing a replay of the last play where the Cardinals stop the running back first. They meet him at the line of scrimmage, and Josh Sweat is coming to finish the play, but he kind of just stops. And because of that, the running back continues to turn the legs and gets in. If he would just finish the play, that could have been a way different story. Here we go. Kyler Murray, 1st and 10. Going down the middle, almost intercepted. That was... You can tell, even when Kyler Murray is throwing the ball, you can like see he's like hesitant, and then he kind of just forced it in there. Off the throw, I could tell he was kind of forcing it in there, and it was in the middle, so I started like cringing because I did not think... You could just tell when he throws it. Love the safety. Comes out and should have had that intercepted. He jumped the route perfectly, and he should have had that intercepted, but fortunate that they did not. So here we go. Murray, 2nd and 10 here. Would have been his 3rd interception of the half. Pressure... And it's thrown to Harrison, but it's short. There's pressure in his face, to be fair. 3rd and 10 here with 46 seconds left. Now, if you're the Cardinals, you want to be careful here. You don't want to give the Seahawks the ball with too much time left. Like, it's in the realm of possibility where the Seahawks still have 2 timeouts. So if you're the Cardinals here, you gotta try to pick up this first down, but it wouldn't surprise me. I wouldn't be completely mad if they did run the ball here to make the Seahawks burn another timeout. Here we go, 3rd and 10 here. See what the Cardinals are gonna do. Seahawks showing pressure off the right side. Will they jump out of it? Here we go. Cardinal Murray calls it out. The Seahawks jump out of the pressure. It's gonna be a screen to the right. He makes a move, makes a man miss, and it's a first down. So 40 seconds left. Cardinals probably want to go quickly here. You don't necessarily want to call timeout, and they do. 38 seconds left. I like that play. It was a screen, so it's like safe. Even if you don't gain anything, then it's gonna be at least you get the clock running. Much better than I forget who in this game. It was when the Cardinals when they did that draw play. When they're like the 3rd and 20. It's like just do a screen. At that point, you're gonna get the ball and get some like opportunity. It's not like it's gonna be incomplete unless the coverage completely breaks down the screen blocking. I like that play call from the Cardinals. Here we go. 1st and 10. Their own 38. Murray drops back. He's going to get sacked at the 30. And so at this point, if you're the Cardinals, just run the clock out. There's no point in trying to score. You just don't. You get out of here with 14-3. Because honestly, that first throw of this drive should have been intercepted. They're going kind of quick, though. 18 seconds left. 2nd and 17. Murray drops back to pass. Murray's going to run. And he slides for a gain of about 5. 11 seconds left, and this should be it. I mean, they have a timeout. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Now someone blew a whistle. Okay, so the Cardinals now called a timeout with 2 seconds left. Why? I do not know. Are they going to try to Hail Mary or try to lateral or something? Why would you call a timeout with 2 seconds left? That makes no sense. Like, even if you were planning on doing something, there was time left after the Murray slid down. You could have called a timeout with like 10 seconds left, picked up the first down, tried to, and then you still have a chance at a Hail Mary or something like that. But they call a timeout with 2 seconds left. And I think it's too risky to try to do a Hail Mary or lateral at this point. So Seahawks are going to call a timeout here. I think they want to see what the Cardinals were doing. That's something that I saw Peyton Manning talk about. I think it was Peyton Manning, where he has like rule changes for the NFL, and one of them was like on Hail Marys, if it's intercepted, that shouldn't count towards the quarterback stats. I somewhat agree. Wow. It's somewhat like the NBA, where the rule of if you do a half court heave, like or full court heave before the first half's done, or like at the end of the quarter, it won't count towards your field goal percentage, because so many players nowadays don't even shoot it because they don't want to hurt their field goal percentage. In that instance, I think it's really easy to call. An interception is much different. At the same time, Hail Marys are kind of like, it's not the quarterback's fault if it gets intercepted at that point. It is, you're just throwing it up in the air. So we go 3rd and 13. See what the Cardinals are going to do here. They call a timeout for this with 2 seconds left. Murray gets it. They're going to throw it to Golden. Screen play. Makes a man miss. Gain of 3. What are we doing? We call a timeout for that. And the crowd is booing it. Rightfully so. I mean, what are they doing? Like, why do you call a timeout with 2 seconds left? To do a screen pass. I don't know. Seahawks, I'm liking the Seahawks' chances of winning this game. If I'm a Seahawks fan, for sure. Yeah, Cardinals offense has looked dead so far. Like, terrible. So we got halftime coming up now. You know what? I'm going to leave for now, for halftime. I need time to think about something that's going on in my life right now. No one's joined in really right now, so I'm sorry for people that do come in. when second half starts. There we go. Sorry to anyone that is planning on being in the stream. Please actually let me know. If anyone's in the stream right now watching, please let me know in chat if you're here because I don't want to leave you hanging. But I don't think anyone's here right now. I don't see any activity, so I do have something in my life to attend to. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, but I do want to attend to it. And for the halftime, I think it would give me like a couple good 10 minutes to figure it out. Is anyone watching the stream right now? If anyone wants to continue watching the stream during halftime, please let me know in chat right now. Otherwise, I'm gonna go and figure out some stuff in my personal life, and I'll be back for the second half. But if anyone's now watching, please let me know now because I'm about to go right now. Okay, I don't think anyone's watching right now. I put in chat halftime. We'll be back when the second half starts. Sorry to anyone in advance, but I have some things to attend to. I will be back. Okay. Oh, can't say. I am late. I knocked down my mic when I came in. I don't even know how I set this up. There we go. First play, Cardinals get a fumble. Sack fumble, but they don't recover it. That could have been big for the Cardinals to get some momentum going for their offense. But Seahawks keep it. 2nd and 11. It's going to be a pitch to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and he gets a good gain here. Gain of about an 8 or 9. Dang. Stream health. Cool. I really thought more people would be hopping on. Not only is the quality much better, but I thought people would care more about the football game than the Astros game. But we'll see. So, big 3rd and 1 here for the Seahawks. It's a rollout. Donald throws it across his body to the tight end, 1st down. Had time. No one was really pressuring him, so I tried to work through whatever's going on in my life right now. During that break, I do have a little more clarity on it. And, the thing is, at the end of the day, life happens. Here's going to be a draw play to Kenneth Walker. Lot of effort to maybe 2 yards there by Kenneth Walker. But the thing is, at the end of the day, life happens. You can't control everything. You can only control how you react to life. And it's going to be good no matter what. And you can say that, and you can know deep down that it's not always going to be good, and it may not even be good. And it may not be good for me right now. I don't know. But at the same time, it's okay to not be okay. And this too shall pass. And life has ups and downs, and that's what make the ups that much better, are the downs. So here we go. 2nd and 8 for the Seahawks. Good pass to the tight end. Close to a 1st down. It's going to be about 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 here. Here we go. Big 3rd down here. Cardinals need to make a stop here. I feel like they need to make a stop. They're in their own territory again. If Seahawks come away with some more points on this drive, Cardinals are going to have to respond on their next drive. And I just don't think this Cardinals offense is capable of that. Here we go. 3rd and 2. It's a short 2. They hand it off to Charbonnet. Easy 1st down. Not looking good for the Cardinals. Seahawks offense marching down the field again. What's the quote? He who suffers before is necessary suffers more than is necessary. I feel like that's part of it too. When worrying about things, at the same time you can worry and think about all this stuff, but at the same time, worrying about it and thinking about it is not necessarily going to change certain outcomes. We have to realize that. Darnold back to pass, has some pressure, moves around, and he is sacked. Lost about 6. So that's what I need to realize, I think a lot of people, Darnold takes his helmet off. Oh, okay. Timeout was called. I was like, he just took his helmet off. That's going to be he has to come off the field for a play, but. Yeah, and the announcers was talking about it. Darnold, it is very underestimated. His career was in the mud. Also, Baker Mayfield, they're saying the 2018 first-round picks. It was Baker Mayfield 1st, Sam Darnold 3rd, Josh Allen 7th, Josh Rosen 10th, Lamar Jackson 32nd. Obviously, Lamar and Josh have been very successful. Josh Rosen, not even close. But Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield, there was a time where they were going to be in that conversation of they were bust. And they have turned it around with their new respective teams. And I think a lot of it is credit to the systems they played in. Sam Darnold playing in Minnesota, Baker Mayfield and playing in Tampa. And a lot of times that's just what happens. Like, you find out what works for you. Once pressure is taken off, once you're kind of labeled as a bust, it's only time to go up from there. You've grown a thicker skin kind of from being labeled as a bust and stuff. So credit to both of them though from getting their careers out of the mud. And just think about this. Imagine the Browns had just kept Baker Mayfield instead of trading for Deshaun Watson, giving up their future for him, and look at their position they're in now. I mean, they could have just kept Baker Mayfield, bro. Baker's better than Deshaun now. Who would have known? Here we go. 2nd and 15 at the Cardinals 39. It's going to be a run, sweep to the left. Kenneth Walker makes a move, barrels his way forward for about a gain of 5. So it's going to be about 3rd and 10 here. 10 minutes left in this third. Yeah, they're showing the stats for Baker Mayfield since he joined the Buccaneers. And yeah, he's really resurrected his career. And I got a taste of it when they went against the Texans in week 2, sadly. But I'm happy for him. Here we go. 3rd and 11 here for the Seahawks. Play clock's going down. So Darnold needs to snap this. Sends a man in motion. He does. Darnold goes left. It's going to be caught. And that's another first down by Charbonnet, the back. Wait, no. That wasn't a first down. He didn't pick up the first down. That was only a 9-yard gain. My bad. The sticks looked really weird, and I thought he was ahead of them, but maybe that was just my bad. Maybe they did have the sticks on the wrong. But, I mean, credit to the Cardinals. They're holding them to a field goal attempt here. The kick is up, and it's good by Mayer. Or Myers, I don't know his name. That was weird. My bad for calling that. I know no one's watching right now, but you know. So now, if you're the Cardinals, about half the third quarter just went off that Seahawks drive. You have had no offensive, really any offensive drive that has looked or resembled anything of competent. So if they go 3 and out here, that's terrible. If they go a very long drive and like the Seahawks just did and come away with no points, that's also terrible. Preferably, the Cardinals do a medium to average size length long drive, and you really need a touchdown. If you get 6, you're still down 11. You're still down 2 scores. So you really want to get something going here. And the thing is, you're at the part of the game where not even just getting some rhythm is like appropriate or accepted. Because you're kind of too late in the game to have a drive where you'd feel good about having a drive where you just get your offensive rhythm. Usually that's how it happens. If you're the Cardinals, you would have at least liked on the last drive before the first half ended to have a drive that resembled something of competent and had some rhythm going. But they didn't. And now at this point, yeah, it would be better than nothing. It would be better than a 3 and out if they had something going on this drive, but you need to come away with some points here if you want to win this game. It's too late into the game where you can just have a drive and drive down the field and come away with no points and be like, oh, well, at least we got some rhythm on that drive and we had something happen. You can't do that. Like, you're not gonna feel good about that. That's the problem. So Cardinals have some real pressure on their hands. On the flip side, all the Cardinals need to do, all the Seahawks need to do is have a breakdown in coverage or whiff on a tackle or whatever, and the Cardinals could be right back in this. If they score a quick touchdown, it could be a 10-17 game just like that, and the game could be flipped on its head. So very interesting here. But, I mean, if you're asking me, the Cardinals have had no life of offense. It's looked bad. Like, I'm not saying it's as bad as my Texans, but it doesn't look good at all. Looks discombobulated, it looks inefficient, it looks unorganized, it looks lackluster, not confident, not competent, It's just looks like a big old mess. So here we go. Big drive for the Cardinals here. Big drive in the game. If the Seahawks can stop them here, they're in a good spot. So here we go. The kickoff's up. Good return here up to the 30, up to the 33, 34, 35. When will Marvin Harrison Jr. and Kyler Murray get on the same page? I've seen it in this game. They're just not on the same page. Which they've had a full offseason now. Like last year, you can kind of get it rookie. And Kyler Murray, who's still, I guess, trying to get his career figured out. But you had a full offseason now, and you figured it'd be good. But it does not look great so far. Like I said, I really don't watch a lot of Cardinals games, but from what I've seen in this game, it's like, it's not even that good. So here we go. Kyler Murray under the single back. Calls something at the line. Just going to snap it. Give it to the running back. It's going to be run to the right. He gets met at the line, and it's a gain of about 1. Nothing going on for the Cardinals offense right now. That's a problem that I've noticed with the Cardinals also, and I noticed with the Texans, and it's just a general rule in football. If you cannot get the offensive line, if you cannot get the run game, going, it's really hard to get everything else going. 2nd down and 8. They give him 2 there, which I think is generous. They fake the draw. Kyler Murray's going deep. It's too far. But they call a flag. He may have been held. That's what it's going to be. So, if it's a holding call, that kind of sucks. You kind of want the pass interference call so you get the ball placement. But I'm glad the Cardinals finally took a shot downfield. Like I said, it puts the defense on pressure. They really haven't had the secondary pressured yet. And it is pass interference. That's going to be good for the Cardinals. They're going to get some good yardage here. Pass interference on Woolen. He's a good cornerback too. But he was beat. Yeah, and changed his trajectory of how he ran the route. Which might have been for the best. Because if Woolen hadn't done that and he just had a clear path, that could have been a touchdown. No one was behind him. So here we go. 1st and 10. Cardinals have something going. For the sake of a good game, I want the Cardinals to get something going on offense. They're going to do a draw up the middle, make a man miss, and it's gaining about 2 or 3. That's what I'm saying. You need the run game to... Because once you get the run game going, you have to keep the defense honest. If they know you can't run the ball, like I think a lot of teams do with the Texans, then they just sit back and play the pass. And it's easier to send blitzes. It's easier to get at the quarterback. Makes everything easier for the defense. Here we go. Cardinals 2nd and 7. In Seahawks territory. Kyler Murray scrambling for his life. And he's shoestring tackled. Not a sack, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but there's a flag here. We'll see what that's about. And it's holding on the offense. It's not what you want to hear. Johnson Jr. He was supposed to be good out of Ohio State. I don't know how he's done so far. But I remember him being really highly... I wanted the Texans to get him in that draft, I'm not going to lie. That wasn't even that bad of a hold. I don't think that was really a hold. Let me see this angle. Yeah, a little bit. It is a holding, to be fair. 2nd and 17 now. They're now backed up, back into their own territory. You preferably want to get at least 7 here to give yourself a chance on 3rd. Kyler Murray fakes the handoff. Drops back. Gives it back to the running back. He's met. He makes a move. Makes another move. It's gaining about 2 or 3. Well covered by the Seahawks defense. That's something that I was touching on. Like the defensive line and the offensive line. If you can control both of those, it's really hard to be beaten when you have a great offensive line and a great defensive line. It starts in the trenches. Makes everything easier for both sides of the ball. 3rd and 14 here. Cardinals need to take a shot. They need to try to get this 1st down. They're at around midfield anyway, so they're kind of in no man's land. Here we go. They're showing pressure to the Seahawks. They bring the pressure. Murray scrambles to the left. Throws it. Just throws it out of bounds. Very disappointing play right there. And now the Cardinals have to punt it. You can't, in your own territory on 4th and 14, go for it. The crowd is booing again. Understandably. This is how I feel as a Texans fan for like every game this year so far. I've watched 2. I wasn't able to watch week 1. I was working. Kyler Murray shaking his head, going on the sideline. They look broken, bro. I mean, it's a testament to what I've been saying for the Texans, like for the past year now, maybe even 2 or 3 years. When your offensive line is not good, the mood goes down. The quarterback's not happy. He's getting pressured all the time. The running back's not happy. He can't get any run game going. The offense as a whole is not happy because you can't get the run game going. Don't give your quarterback enough time to get wide receivers down the field to get the big plays. It's a bad situation to be in. Which is why maybe the Texans should have thought twice before drafting two wide receivers of their two of the first 3 picks on wide receivers in the last draft. I thought they should have drafted more offensive linemen, but so now Seahawks are going to get the ball back. Not much time went off on that drive. Here's the thing: if Seahawks score again, even if it's just a field goal, it's getting to the point where like it could get ugly, and the fans are gonna get disengaged. I'm gonna get disengaged. Fuck it. And so if you're the Cardinals defense, you've played decent. I feel like up to this point, considering how good this Seahawks offense looks, and considering that your offense is not getting anything going. That's another thing. When the offense struggles, now it makes the defense play out on the field more, so they're more tired. They're putting in double the effort, and that's a lot of times in the case of the Texans, where the defense is putting double effort and they're still pretty good because the Texans defense is good, but it's hard to guard opposing offenses for like 10 more minutes a game because your offense can't stay on the field. And it's just tough. It's frustrating. You feel like you're holding up your half. And that's something interesting about football where it's offense and defense, whereas something like in basketball where you play both. And so in NFL, football in general, it's like you have defensive players, you have offensive players. So when the offense is struggling, it can create separation because the defense, even if they're having a good game, is like, offense, what happened? Whereas in basketball, if the offense struggles, it's everyone because everyone plays offense and defense. Same thing in baseball, kind of, except the pitcher is really the one that stands out. If the pitcher has a bad game, that could affect. And then hockey is the same thing where you're playing both sides. But in football, you have like it's designated defense and offense, unless you're someone like Travis Hunter, who plays both. Which, by the way, they need to let Travis play one position. They did not draft him at number 1 to be decent at both. I saw someone say that, and it's like, that's so true. You didn't draft him number 1 overall to be a decent cornerback and a decent wide receiver. Like, that's not what you drafted him for. Either play him on the offensive side, mainly, and then in situations where you're maybe thin at cornerback or you need a lot of defensive backs out there, let him play defensive back. Or let him play full-time cornerback, which I think is the right decision. Here goes a sweep play for the Seahawks, and it's going to be dropped and tackled in the backfield. It's going to be a 2nd and 11. I think Travis Hunter is a better defensive back, so let him play defensive back and then have him on certain, like, pass obvious plays where you have, like, 4 wide receiver sets or something like that. Or maybe make him like the punt returner or something like that. I think it's very impressive that Travis Hunter, so far through 3 weeks, has been able to be a decent cornerback and wide receiver, and a decent number of snaps on both sides too. But at the same time, I think he's a really special player, and you could get the most out of him playing him at one position. Sam Darnold here on 2nd and 11. It's going to go to the left, caught by Cooper Kupp, and it's a gain of 1 maybe. So it's going to be 3rd and long here. Again, the Cardinals put himself in a position to get the Seahawks off the field quickly and give this Cardinals offense another chance. But they need to stop the Seahawks here. They're showing the offensive numbers for the Seahawks and the Cardinals, both around the same amount of plays, but the Seahawks are averaging 6 yards per play while the Cardinals are averaging about 3. So here we go. Big 3rd down here. Sam Darnold brings the running back in the backfield. It's 3rd and 10. At their own 13. Darnold back to pass. Goes to the right. And it is broken up. Good defense by the Cardinals again. And they're keeping their Cardinals in this game. This is very similar of my Texans, where the defense just keeps giving you opportunity and opportunity to win the game, and the offense is just nowhere to be seen. I said this to my brother the other day. If the Texans lose to the Titans, the season is done. If we lose to the 0-4 Titans in our house, we are done for. Like, we are done. Here goes the punt. See, Cardinals should have good field position here. See where that punt went out of bounds. Somewhere around the 40. So they're going to have decent field position here. But yeah, if the Texans lose to the Titans this week on Sunday, we are done. Fire Nick Haley and try to get a good draft pick at this point. Because here's the thing. If we win, if this is what I said to my brother, if we beat the Titans Sunday, which we should, I think we will actually. And then we also beat the Ravens, which I highly doubt. But if we can beat the Titans, beat the Ravens, go into our early bye week 2-3 after a terrible start, then there is life and you can try to make a push for the playoffs. If you only win one, let's say we lose to the Titans, but then we beat the Ravens. It just depends how it happens. So let's say we lost to the Titans, fired Nick Haley, and then beat the Ravens, and we looked much better. Then you have some hope, but at the same time, it'd be more of just find rhythm with this new offensive coordinator and CJ Stroud and the offensive line for the rest of the year. Because you're probably not going to make the playoffs, but you can try to make a push. But or if it's something happens like we lose to the Titans and then beat the Ravens, I would still say blow it up. Like, we realistically need to beat the Titans and the Ravens to want to have a shot at the playoffs, and I don't see that happening. Like I said, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would bet the Texans to beat the Titans this coming week, and then I would bet them to lose pretty considerably to the Ravens in what would feel like a playoff game for the Texans because of how important it would be to not go into the bye week 1-4. But my thing is, it doesn't even matter if we win or lose the next game. If Nick Haley in this offense does not get anything figured out in the next game against the Titans. Let's look at the Titans actually in their numbers. I'm not sure how good their defense is. Let's see. We're actually 7.5 point favorites against the Titans, which I'm very shocked at. Like, we have looked terrible. So the Titans offense, wow, is worse than ours. Wow, they are bad. They're really bad just like us. Okay, so this is going to be a defensive affair. Their defense is not the best either. So that's the thing. If this offense cannot get anything going against this Titans defense, and our defense should dominate in this game, if we lose the game, again, that really doesn't matter. Kyler Murray here back to pass. Gives to McBride for gaining about 4. Doesn't matter if we win or lose. If we lose, the season's done. Let me put it that way. It does matter if we lose. Doesn't matter if we win, really. If the Texans offense, again, struggles against the Titans, and there is no sign of life, CJ looks broken again in another press conference, fire Nick Haley immediately. And I also thought about this. It's almost a blessing in disguise, I want to say, as a Texan fan. Because, let's put it this way. I'll talk about it after this. 2nd and 6 for the Cardinals. With good field position here. Murray back to pass. Throws it out to the running back. He has room. He's going to get the first down and a couple more. They're about at midfield now. So, decent start to the drive for the Cardinals. But if you're the Texans, it's almost a blessing in disguise. Last year, we started off the year like 5-1, if y'all remember that. But our offense looked bad, and there were a lot of close games where they shouldn't have been close games against teams like the Patriots and stuff like that. And they were really bad. There were warning signs from the get-go. Kyler Murray back to pass here. 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot to Marvin Harrison. Back shoulder, and it is caught. First connection from them two tonight. Good throw, good pass. They looked connected on that one. But there were signs that the Texans was not an elite team last year. Especially after we lost Stephon Diggs. It was apparent. But there were games where we should have not been in those games. But we did because of our defense. But we were 5-1, so it was fine. This year, we're 0-3, and they've all been close games. We could have easily been 3-0. Imagine, though. Here we go. Kyler Murray. It's going to be a flea flicker, but it was sniffed out. There was pressure coming on the left side, and that's just the worst time to do a flea flicker. And it's unfortunate because that's literally like the worst time to happen. Worst thing to happen for the Cardinals there. But yeah, imagine the Texans didn't fumble the ball against the Rams on the last drive, and we actually did score and win the game. Imagine the defense did step up against the Buccaneers and stop them again. Imagine against the Jags, Nico didn't fumble the ball. We could easily be 3-0. And a lot of Texan fans would feel much better, probably including me, and would just ignore the fact that our offense is completely useless. Here we go. Fake handoff. Murray has to scramble left. Murray's signaling to go deep. He's not going to throw it, and he barely gets to the line of scrimmage. Murray looking downfield to throw, but no one's open, it looks like. And that's the thing. If we were 3-0, I bet the Texans I could bet you almost anything that if we were 3-0 going into this week and we beat the Titans and we were 4-0, and then we lost to the Ravens badly, going to the bye week 4-1, if the offense looked about the same, we would do nothing to change. We would say it's fine, we're winning the games, the offense will get it. Because we're 0-3, I think Nick Caley and his offense, even CJ Stroud, the leash is now shorter, where CJ has not proven himself to be a great quarterback. And the screen passes dropped for the Cardinals here on 3rd and 17. Really disappointing drive for the Cardinals after getting great field position. And here come the boos again, and I get it. The defense gave you a quick 3 and out on the other end. You got good field position here, and you just completely muffed it. But we're 0-3. So the Texans, like I said, blessing in disguise kind of. I think if we have another bad performance against the Titans, someone is getting fired. I doubt it'll be D'Amico. I doubt we're going to trade CJ. It will probably be Nick Caley. He will probably be gone. They're going to try this field goal. It's a 57-yard field goal for the Cardinals here. It's straight. And it's good. Wow, I didn't realize the Cardinals kicker had it like that. So now it's an 11-point game. I mean, that's decent for the Cardinals. They did get something out of it. Just showing a replay of that one play where Kyler Murray on this drive had to scramble out to the left. And they're showing the wide receivers and just no one was open. No one got open. And that's the thing. It looks like these wide receivers are not even trying. The Titans not even trying. It looks like they look discouraged and they look beat before they're even going on their route. That's what happens when you have a struggling offense. If the offense had been going, maybe they would play with some more juice because they have something to play for. But they feel like they just look defeated right now. So again, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that the Texans are 0-3. Because I do think something severely needs to change on this offense. Even back in CJ's rookie year where we had that really good year, I feel like the offensive line was not even that good that year either. Not nearly as bad as the next year, and not nearly as bad as this year. But, to be fair, I think our offensive line is better than last year's, which is not saying much, but it is better, I think, so far through 3 weeks. Here, good return here by the Seahawks, out to about the 33. But that's the thing, something needs to change with this offense. I don't know if it's CJ, I don't know if it's the offensive line, I don't know if it's the run game. I don't know if it's the wide receivers not getting open. It could be a combination of both, of everything, and it probably is. But, so something needs to change, and I really hope the Texans change something about this offense. I don't think they should fire D'Amico. Yes, his teams are undisciplined, but it still is his 3rd year, and his defense is good again. So, I mean, you have to give him that. And the players like him, and he motivates the players. So you have that at least. I think D'Amico is a fine coach. Here we go. Seahawks get the ball back. 1st and 10. They're going to run up the middle with Kenneth Walker. Gain of about 3-4. I'm glad the mic, it seems like it's been lasting this whole time. I want to see what percentage is at after this game, which I assume will be around a 3.5 hour, 4 hour stream. His game started at 7:15. It is now 9:25. Here goes Sam Darnold out to pass, and it's overthrown Jackson Smith and Jigba. So I mean, this stream has already been about 2 hours 15 minutes. With the fourth quarter still to go, so it'll probably be around 3 hour stream. So I'd love to see what battery the road mic is at. Here we go, 3rd and 6, big third down here for the Seahawks and for the Cardinals. Can the Cardinals defense again stop this Seahawks offense and give their own offense a chance? Here we go, Cardinals showing pressure. Looks like they might back off it. I don't know if they are. They're going to bring it. Darnold gets it out quick to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and it's caught. Good route by Jackson Smith and Jigba. Good throw by Darnold. They picked up the blitz just enough to give Darnold that chance to throw that back shoulder, and Jackson Smith and Jigba is a really good route runner. I wanted the Texans to get him out of Ohio State. Good pickup by the Seahawks. So 22 seconds left in this third quarter. Sam Darnold is going to give it to Kenneth Walker up the middle. He's met in the backfield, and he goes backwards, and that's a loss of about 4. That's something I've noticed Kenneth do a while now, where he just don't run backwards. Run laterally, run upfield, do not run backwards. So 17-6 going into the fourth. We still have a game. It's still possible for the Cardinals to come back, but the Cardinals offense just looked bad. If anyone is here, please let me know. I don't want to leave you hanging, but I do have to use the restroom. So if no one's here, I'm going to use the restroom. If anyone's here, please let me know in chat right now before I go use the restroom. Again, I don't want to leave you hanging. Okay, I'm going to use the restroom. Who's looking forward to the Young Thug album tonight? UI Scooty? Hercules, are you going to listen to the this album tonight? I assume you mean Young Thug album. I would like to listen to it tonight, yes. I am not a big Young Thug fan. I haven't really gotten to his music. Sam Darnold here, back to pass on second and 15. Goes out to the check down. Cooper Kupp has it. Gets gained about 9 maybe. Yeah, I haven't listened to Young Thug before. I haven't listened to a Young Thug album, I mean. This would be my first one listening to live in the moment, so I'm definitely excited for it. We haven't had a rap album in a while now, ever since like God Does Like Ugly in August or July. I don't remember when that was. Or a big name rap album anyway. So we go 3rd and 4 here in Arizona territory. Cardinals bring 4. Donald back to pass. He's getting pressured. He has to scroll right. There's a flag in the back in the secondary, and Donald gets back to the line of scrimmage, running out of bounds. Donald is signaling that it was on the defense, and usually when it's in the back in the secondary, it is. But yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to it for a new album. Holding on the defense, held Cooper Kupp on his route. Not much there. He kind of just tripped up, but they're gonna call it. Another big first down for the Seahawks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to it tonight. I don't know if I will listen to it tonight. I work late tomorrow, so I may just go to sleep, wake up, listen to it before I go to work. We'll see though. Ideally, I would like to listen to it tonight though. I don't know how long it's supposed to be. I don't think it's like saved on Spotify or nothing, so I can't like see. Obviously, I'm a big Kanye West fan of his music. And Bully was supposed to drop in like a couple of days, but he obviously delayed it to November now. Here we go. Seahawks gonna fake the handoff to Kenneth Walker. Donald with time to pass and throws it down to Kenneth Walker, but it is dropped. Yeah, and I knew the Kanye album wasn't gonna come out, or Bully, because he was saying nothing about anything, and so usually when you're gonna drop an album, you're gonna try to build some hype for it, some singles or something. But Bully's delayed again till November something. I doubt. I don't even know if it'll drop November 7th. Probably not. It'll probably be delayed again. Here we go. Sam Darnold, 2nd and 10. Throws it down the middle. It's caught by Jackson Smith and Jigba. He runs behind the line of scrimmage. Behind the first down marker, but goes back and gets it. What's all these players on the Seahawks running backwards, bro? 1st and 10, though, for the Seahawks. Here's the thing. If Seahawks score again, like, it's done. I have no faith in the Cardinals to get 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. No way. Good route by Jackson Smith and Jigba. Again, great route runner out of college at Ohio State. That big game against, I forgot who it was, but it was in the Rose Bowl, where he had like 300 yards or something. That was a crazy game. Here we go. Sam Darnold under center, gives it to Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker makes a move, turns the legs, and gets a gain of about 3 or 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 or about 2nd and 7. Sam Darnold in this game right now, 15 to 21 for 181 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 13 rushes for 53 yards. Cooper Kupp has 3 receptions for 23 yards. So they're spreading the ball out pretty well. Darnold's being efficient. He's not making much mistakes. Kenneth Walker's been decent. Here we go. Darnold under center with the fullback in the game. They're going to give it to Kenneth Walker behind the fullback. He cuts down to the right. He has some room. He got the first down, 15, 10. And gets around the 5-yard line. Good run by the Seahawks, and they're knocking on the door again. They're probably going to score. 1st and goal for the Seahawks. Old school running where you just line up behind, go to the fullback, but Kenneth Walker sees that there's no hole there, makes it cut upfield, and goes to the opposite direction. Great run by Kenneth Walker, seeing that there's no hole there, making a move, and finding the hole. Finding the hole. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 8. They're going to give it to Kenneth Walker. No, to Charbonnet. He makes a move. Great move. He is untouched. Touchdown, Seahawks. But there is a flag, and it's probably going to be holding. The thing is, I don't think they really need to do that. Charbonnet was untouched on that play. It's going to be holding on the Seahawks. There is no need to... They didn't need to hold that. Oh. As the ref is calling the hold, Jackson Smith and Jigba says something to him. The ref gives him the... Let's see. Jackson Smith and Jigba's coming to block here. That's the thing. Jackson Smith and Jigba is coming this way as Charbonnet is going this way. And he's making the block. But Charbonnet makes a cut. All Jackson Smith and Jigba has to do there is just literally be a dummy. He just held him. Why did he have to do that? As much as I've been praising Jackson Smith and Jigba, that was just a boneheaded play. That stare that the ref gave Jackson Smith and Jigba was hilarious. It's like when a dad is looking at his kid after he said something that was like a little on the line. So Thompson for the Cardinals was down, so that's why the play hasn't resumed yet. He's getting up on his own and going off the field. Even if the Seahawks get a field goal here, I feel like this game is done. 11 minutes to 11:43 to go. Even if it's 20-6, you think the Cardinals are going to score 2 touchdowns in 10 minutes when they haven't scored 1 this whole game? Like, there's no way. Unless something magical happens here. Unless there's a big turnover for a touchdown or something. But here we go. First and goal now, but it's going to be far away because of the holding. So this Cardinals have a chance here. It's going to be first and goal at the 13. They're going to give it to Kenneth Walker. He's going to run right. Gain of about 6 or 5. Gets up to about the 8. So it's second and goal. I like the Seahawks running here. You waste time and it's safe. So I like this calling from the Seahawks here. Worst thing you could do for the Seahawks now is turn the ball over. So they're being smart here. I would honestly maybe run here again. If not run, the bug just came across. Scared me. Okay, here we go. Darnold sends a man in motion. And a tight end flinched. It's going to be an offensive foul. False start. 5-yard penalty. Seahawks just shooting themselves in the foot here right now after getting really close on a first and goal and even scoring a touchdown, but it was a holding call that got it back. Here we go, second and goal now from about to probably be the 12, if I did my math correctly. 13. Second and goal from the 13, 11:04 to go. Donald in shotgun with the running back in the backfield to his right. 2 wide receivers to his left, tight end on the right. They're going to hand it off as a draw to Kenneth Walker, who spins, runs backwards, and he is brought down for a loss. We'll see where they give him the forward progress, but they drive him back again. Third and goal, and this Cardinals defense is stepping up again. Here, the Seahawks should throw the ball. They should try to score a touchdown. But again, the worst thing you want to do if you're the Seahawks here is just be dumb and throw an interception. And it's the Seahawks right guard again got beat by Calais Campbell. I don't know if Calais Campbell's really good or the Seahawks right guard is just not. So here we go. 10:27 left to go in this game. Third and goal. The play clock's grinding down to 4, 3, 2, 1. Donald gets off in time. It's going to be a screen to the right. Cooper Kupp gets a game about 2, fighting for yardage, but it maybe gets 3. The Cardinals hold them again. Kudos to this Cardinals defense for staying in this, keeping their team in this game, but you would assume the Seahawks kicker is going to make this, and it's going to be under 10 minutes to score 2 touchdowns, and he does make this, so it's now 20-6 with 9:33 left in this game. Cardinals need to do something here. If not, it's done, and honestly, might call this stream. I'm done. I'd be done with this. I'm hungry. I have things to attend to. But Who knows? Maybe I should say for the whole stream. Just stop being a baby. 7 views. Come on. It's more than my Oregon stream for sure. I think my Astro stream got up to like 30 views or something. I can check real quick actually. I'm just really shocked that people watch baseball like that. Yeah, my Astros athletic stream got 33 total views. I'm at 6 on this one. And my Oregon one got 5. But I think like 3 of those were me checking the stream after and like looking at the quality of it and stuff, so. I get it, it's going to be hard at first to get views on my streams and to gain some traction. Oh, almost knocked down my mic. But I just gotta, it's a part of the process, you know? Overall, it's been a decent game. There was some excitement in the first quarter with the interception, well, the 4th down stop first by the Cardinals, and then there's the interception, which fumbled. And then ever since then, though, it's been all Seahawks. It's been honestly depressing, like, to watch the Cardinals offense, which I am very well aware of as a Texan fan. For dinner, I'm making pasta and ground turkey. The ground turkey is already made. I just need to heat it up. I don't remember how long it takes to make pasta. I think it's like 15 minutes tops to get the water boiling and stuff like that. So I was gonna think about going to preheat the oven up, but it takes about 20 minutes to reheat my ground turkey up at 350. So I don't need to do that. But I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Mentally, emotionally drained. Physically, I'm pretty good shape. After that stretch, actually felt really good when I did that. Wow. Here we go. Cardinals, if they want to be in this game, they have to do something here. Here's the kickoff. They're at the 20, at the 25, makes a move, gets around to the 27. Cardinals need to do something here. Offenses look bad, though. You got 2 field goals to credit them, but we'll see what the Cardinals can do here, because if they come up with no points on this drive, the game is done. I can guarantee it. So here we go. 9:27 left to go. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals at their own 27. Sends a man in motion. Murray's drop back to pass. Murray hesitates, throws it down the middle, and it's caught for about 3 to Marvin Harrison Jr. Cardinals going quick, which they obviously should. Just try to get something going, and sometimes going in rhythm does help. I don't know where that bug went. I forgot I was supposed to get it, and I just let it go. I get a lot of those earwaves in my apartment for some reason. Go. Kyler Murray back to pass. He's going to run up the middle. He has the 1st down. He's up to the 40, the 45, 50, 55 in Seahawks territory. Kyler Murray is so quick and so fast, especially because he's a shorter guy, but he gains ground like quickly. Good play by Kyler Murray there. Notices there's no one there, and there's just nothing but field up in front of him. Makes a move, goes to the right, and just like that, they're in Seahawks territory. At the Seahawks 41, Kyler Murray back to pass. He's going to roll to the left, trying to direct traffic. He's going to run and gain a yard after sliding. 2nd and 9 with about 8 minutes left to go. Here we go. At the Seahawks 40 now, 2nd and 9. You're going to run it up the middle on a draw. Get nothing. Why do you run a draw on that play? I get it. The credit to the Seahawks defense. Their defense line is really good, but you don't run a draw there. I don't see it. 3rd and 8 here. They do give him half a yard, so 3rd and a long 8. Kyler Murray to pass. They send 4. Kyler Murray down the middle. It's caught by McBride because the Seahawks are playing somewhat soft defense right now. So good job by McBride going up and finding the soft spot in the zone. Just enough for the first down. Here we go. They're going to run it up the middle. Good hit by the Seahawks defender. Gain of about 6. Almost at the halfway part of this 4th quarter. The Cardinals' best drive of the game so far, to credit them. Here we go. Kyler Murray back to pass. He's going to take a shot to the right, and there should be a flag, and they do throw the flag. He was held. There's Woolen again. Pass interference on the defense. So they're going to have good. It's going to be 1st and goal. Go 1st and goal. Kyler Murray back to pass. He hesitates, and he is sacked. Looks like Murray wants to force the ball there to Marvin Harrison, but he hesitated, and probably for a good reason. I don't think he should have gone to Harrison there. They're going to show the replay here. Harrison's there. Nope. Yeah, he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But because he hesitated, got sacked. 2nd and goal here now at the 16. Murray to pass. Looked like a good minute false start there. Murray with time. Take a shot at the end zone. Harrison Jr. goes up and gets it. Touchdown. Cardinals. We may have a game here, folks. I said it'd be done if they didn't score here, but they scored. They only went out and did it. Great throw by Murray. Great catch by Harrison going up to get it. They're going to... No, they're not going to review it. I thought seeing the replay might have hit the ground. Extra point is sneaks in. Almost missed. So, each team has 3 timeouts. This is far from being over. Great drive by the Cardinals. They answered. Finally got a competent drive going. Here we go. Can the Cardinals defense come up again? Here we go. Can the Cardinals come back and win this game? I'll take a good comeback game on Thursday night. I'm here for it, but I'd be pleasantly surprised if the Cardinals win this game. Before the game, again, I really don't watch any of these teams, so I didn't know, but I said the Cardinals will win. Who knows? You never know. Glad we have a game finally going on, though. It really, after the first quarter, it felt like it was not a game. Seahawks dominated the second and third quarters, but Cardinals making some noise in the fourth. And if somehow the Cardinals come back, we're gonna go back to that one drive with the Seahawks scored a touchdown off a first and goal like at the 5, but it was called back because of holding on Jackson Smith and Jigba, who really did not need to hold. Charbonnet had the end zone, was untouched. And just saying, if the Cardinals somehow come back and win this, a lot of people will look back at that play and think, if only they scored there, I mean, it would have been done probably. Great catch by Marvin Harrison. Great catch. Definitely surprised the ground. They get touched the ground, but he had it really secured in the right hand. Here we go. On the kickoff, it bounces, and he's going to take it out. Out to the 20, and he is brought down at the 22. 5:44 left to go in this game. Here we go, though. We've seen bigger comebacks before. Even just this year, the Bills against the Ravens. I wasn't able to see that one, but I was keeping up with it at work. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks here. 5:44 left to go. They have it at their own 22. It sends a man in motion. Darnold looks that way. Then he's looking down the middle. And is almost intercepted. He overshot him. The coverage was there, and the safety almost dove and intercepted that ball. Here we go. 2nd and 10 here. They're going to do a draw up the middle with Kenneth Walker. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He takes the second effort. Gets maybe 3. Maybe 4. 3rd down and 6. 5:25 left to go. Big 3rd down. Here we go. Third and 6. Bring Charbonnet back to the backfield for maybe extra protection. Charbonnet's going to go out. Darnold back to pass. He's going deep. He has a man, and it is caught. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 1st down for the Seahawks. Big gain right there. Great throw by Darnold. Good route by Jackson Smith and Jigba. Great throw by Sam Darnold. Gets both feet in easily. So Cardinals aren't out of this. It's 4:58 to go still. They have all their timeouts left. And Calais Campbell's slow to get off the field. So that's what we're waiting on right now. 1st and 10 at the Arizona 38. Here's the thing. Even if the Seahawks run the ball 3 times here and the Cardinals stop them, you'd have plenty of time. But if the Seahawks kick this field goal and make it, it's going to be really hard. Because then it's a 2-possession game again. So if I'm the Seahawks, I'm running 3 times. Don't even try to be cute. Sam Darnold's going to hand it off to Kenneth Walker. He tries to make a move out of the backfield and does, and gets maybe one. Here we go. They're going to run it again with Kenneth Walker. He makes a move, but he is dropped immediately. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third down here. 4 minutes to go. 3rd and 9. If I'm the Seahawks, I'm running it again. Because you're in field goal range here. You also force the Cardinals to call another timeout, I guess. Or they could hold on to it if they want to, but time would come off. When you risk throwing it, you risk taking a sack, getting out of field goal range. You risk throwing an interception. You risk incompleting it, which stops the time. Run the ball here if you're the Seahawks. 4 minutes to go. Here we go. Darnold in shotgun. It's going to be a draw with Charbonnet. He has room. He takes a cut and good tackle. Good tackle. Gets a gain of about 2 or 3. So it's going to be a decent to long field goal here. If he makes this, I would say the game's done. But if he misses and Cardinals have the ball near midfield, I mean, they are back in this easily. So here we go. He's lining up to kick. It's going to be a 53-yard attempt. Definitely within his range. He made one from 57 earlier in this game, or 56. It's on the right hash. He's kicking right to left. They snap it. The kick is up. It is going right, and it is no good. Oh my goodness. 3:16 to go. Cardinals with 2 timeouts. With the ball near midfield, this game is not over. Cardinals defense kept them in it again. We'll see. And you could tell right when that kick was up, it was pushing right. It started right and it pushed right. And that's not what you want to do on the right hash. So, and from 50 plus, because it has plenty of time to just keep drifting and drifting. So here we go. Cardinals have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 43. Murray back to pass. He has time. Gives it to the check down out of the backfield. He makes a move. Makes a man miss. Goes out of bounds. Gain of about 5. Second and 4. 3:09. And he went out of bounds, so it stops the clock. But at this point, the clock isn't even that big of an issue. You have plenty of time. So you're not even worrying about the clock right now if I'm the Cardinals. I'm not even looking at calling timeouts. I'm not even looking at only throwing because you don't want to run the clock out. But you don't have to worry about that until the 2-minute warning. So here they go. 2nd and 4 at their own 49 at midfield. Murray back to pass. They're bringing pressure. Murray gets it out quick. High points it. Does Holden call it? And it's incomplete. They say he's out of bounds. Let's see. He catches it. But his right hand, as he's going down, hits the out-of-bounds marker before his knee can be down in bounds. 3rd and 4 here. This is big. Murray back to pass. They bring 4. Murray goes down the middle to McBride, but it's broken up. Witherspoon broke it up. Here we go, 4th and 4. The Cardinals are going to go for it. They don't have to. With 3 minutes left, they have 2 timeouts. I don't know if I would go for it here. 8 seconds left on the game clock. Timeout is called by the Seahawks. I'm not sure if you go for it here because, okay, if you don't pick it up, you give the Seahawks the ball right back near midfield. Even if the Seahawks don't do anything with it, you're going to get the ball back other side of the 2-minute warning with plenty of time, though, and they possibly punt it to you, and you have to go the whole length of the field. Or, if you don't get this 4th down, Seahawks get it back, and they do make some yardage gain, and they kick it again, and they score this time. Otherwise, and if that happens, the game's over. Or you could just punt it here. With 3 minutes left to go, you punt it here, deep in their own territory, hopefully pin them back. Get, hopefully, a 3-and-out, which you're going to need to do if you don't pick up this 4th down either way. And then they have to punt it to you, and you have great field position. So, I don't know if I would go for it here. It's near midfield, so I get why they're going for it. 3:01 to go, though. Let's see what happens here. They're lining up. Murray signaling to someone to come closer. They send Golden in motion. Murray in shotgun. Pressure coming. Murray throws it. It is caught by Golden with one hand, and he snags it in. 1st down. Clock continues, though. They said he walked backwards out of bounds. So Murray's trying to get them huddled up here. Pressure came. Murray had to get rid of it quick, and Golden just catches it. Oh, Wilson. With one hand, hauls it in. 2:40 to go. Time's still going. They're in Seahawks territory. They're going to draw. It's going to the right. It's going to get a pretty decent game, but he's tackled in bounds for a gain of about 6. 2:31 to go. If you're the Cardinals, you don't have to worry about the time right now. You're definitely fine. Here we go. Murray is under pressure. He's sacked. That's literally the worst thing that could have happened. And that's why I was trying to say you don't need to rush here. 2-minute warning comes up. It's going to be 3rd-and-9. There was no need to rush. You have plenty of time with a 2-minute timeout and in your own timeouts. And they rushed it, and on that play, Murray gets sacked. I did not like them rushing it. You didn't need to worry about the time right now. Like, there's no need to worry about time right now. Here we go, though. 2 minutes left in this game. Cardinals took the sack, so it's not the worst thing in the world. It's still 3rd-and-9. I really want to see where my mic is on the battery. It's been a good game though. Again, the second and third quarters were boring as, but first quarter was entertaining. Some back and forth stuff, big fourth down stop, interception, fumble, and this fourth quarter has been very exciting. Here we go, 3rd and 9 at the Seahawks 45, with 2 minutes left and 2 timeouts. Cardinals have plenty of time. They don't need to rush things. Go. Seahawks are going to bring pressure. Murray gets it out quick. It's a quick pass, and it's a run. Gained, and they're at the 30-yard line. Good play call. They saw the pressure coming and got it out quick. The Cardinals aren't using that timeout. They're going quick. 1:42 left to go. They're taking their time here. It's 1:30 now. 1st and 10. Murray in shotgun. They're bringing a blitz again off the right side. Murray needs to scramble to the left. They give it to Harrison. He catches it and gains about 5 yards. So Seahawks blitzing a lot. Here we go, 2nd and 5. Murray throwing it deep. Dangerous throw. So Cardinals call a timeout there. It would have been nice to hold on to that timeout, yeah, but it's not that important at this point in the game. Third and 5, 1:16 left to go in this game at the Seattle 25. Third and 5. Mario Harrison in the slot here. Murray's back to pass. Goes to Harrison. Back shoulder, it is caught. Seahawks are complaining that he pushed off. He may have. Cardinals going quick. A minute here to go. They have plenty of time. They don't need to do anything stupid here. You have 1st and goal, so you have 4 plays to get this in. 1st and goal at the 7. 46 seconds left. 43 seconds left. 40 seconds left. Murray gets it. It's going to be a run up the middle. The Seahawks defended well. 36 seconds left. Cardinals call a timeout, which they should. Second and goal, 33 seconds left. Kyler Murray in shotgun again. They send Wilson in motion to the right. 3 wide receivers and a tight end with the running back in the backfield. Backfield goes out, and he's open. He gets it to him. It's a touchdown. With 28 seconds left, the Cardinals are 1 point after to tie this game. I said it as it was being called out. The running back in the backfield, I thought he was going to be there to protect, but he drifts out to the left, and no one was there. He throws it to him. Someone comes late and tries to tackle him before he gets in the end zone, but doesn't get him. We may have overtime, folks, and looks like we are going to. He makes the PAT. With 28 seconds left, Seahawks have 1 timeout. It's not entirely impossible that they can get a field goal off, especially with their kicker's leg. Can't believe the Cardinals tied it up. Going into the fourth quarter, there was no hope. And remember, we have to go back to that play where the Seahawks up 17-6. First and goal at around the 5 or 6. Run it in untouched. But Jackson Smith-Njigba was called for holding, which he did hold, but he didn't need to do. And because of that, they only got the field goal out of it. Made it 26. Cardinals go down the field, score a touchdown, and just like that, they tied it up here. Here we go. 28 seconds left. Like I said, it's not completely over. The kick is illegal. It did not go in the landing zone. So the ball is placed at the 40-yard line. Could be very bad. They're trying to like squib it, but he misses. It doesn't get in the zone. It's right short of the 20-yard line. So that is big. With the Seahawks with 1 timeout left and about 30 seconds, they need to get about 30 yards at least. If they're at their own 40, if you want to give the kicker a chance, you want to get at least a 60-yard attempt, which would be the 45, around the 53-yard line. So Seahawks need what? 15 yards here? It's very doable. Sam Darnold back to pass. He has the check down. He's going down the field, and there's no one there. He had the check down early. He should have gotten it to him. Because now there's only 23 seconds left, and it's 2nd and 10. But yeah, the Seahawks do not need much here to give their kicker a chance. Especially with that penalty. They're at the 40 already. You want to get inside the 45-yard line if you're the Seahawks up here. So, again, it's like 10 to 15 yards. You give your kicker a chance. That's all it takes. You have a timeout. You can work the middle of the field. Can the Cardinals defense step up, though? Darnold on 2nd and 10 at their own 40 in the shotgun. Cardinals are bringing 5 and they bring a blitz late. Back shoulder to Jackson Smith-Njigba. It's caught. Out of bounds at the 38. No, they say he walked out of bounds. So they're going to go quickly and spike this. No, they call a timeout. So 12 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That kick is going to haunt them if they get this game-winning field goal. They bring a blitz, which I did not love. It was a late blitz too. So they brought 5 as pressure, and then they brought the safety late, which is dumb. I feel like if you're going to bring the safety late, you need the extra guy back there. So you don't rush 5, just rush 4 and then bring the safety. Or just rush with 5. The safety did not even get close to rushing the quarterback there. They're seeing if he was inbound or out of bounds. They'll say he was out of bounds, actually. So they might put some more time on here. It's not like it matters at this point. They are going to put some more time on here. But they're in field goal range. He has missed one already, but he made one earlier from very long. So if you're the Seahawks here, you're just going to run it now. Probably run it to the side that your kicker prefers, like the hash. Left or right, I don't know what he prefers. They're saying he made it out of bounds with 18 seconds left, so they're going to... And Seattle gets their timeout back, which, again, doesn't really matter, but... Wow, are the Seahawks going to do it? After the Cardinals made that epic comeback, man, the kick, the squib kick that didn't reach the landing zone is going to... Looks like it's going to bite them in the butt. They're at the 38, so I'd expect a run here from the Seahawks. And now a timeout's called by the Cardinals. Here we go, 1st and 10. They're going to run it a draw play. Charbonnet keeps the legs turning. 10 seconds left. Now they're going to let the clock go down. They call a timeout. 4 seconds left. Here we go. This is the game here. Don't know how long this field goal is going to be. "52-yard field goal attempt." He's already missed one in this game. He made one from 57 earlier. It's going to be from the left to the right, so... Here's the snap. The kick is up. It's going right, but it sneaks in. Seahawks steal the game back because they had this game. Heartbreaking loss for the Cardinals. They had this, I mean, they came back, and to lose after you kick on the kickoff with like 30 seconds left, you kick it off and you don't get in the landing zone, you give them the ball at the 40. And that's all it took. All they needed was like 10 or 15 yards to get in field goal range, and they did. Great game. Great finish. Thrilling game for Seahawks fans. Through a roller coaster of emotions there. Kick looked good. It was leaning. It was going right. It was drifting right, but it sneaked in. Think about that run by Charbonnet before that was possibly big because he gained him another like 5 yards. If it wasn't for the 5 yards, would it have been good still? Probably, but it would have been really close, I think. Great game. This was a long stream. 3-hour stream, but it was fun. I enjoyed you guys.